Hey everybody, I have a word for you today. Welcome the Christians, the missions, and the distance. I have a word for you too. Alright, we all want to walk in the spirit and have a relationship with Jesus. We know this, but sometimes we try and other times we don't try because it's just so boring. That ain't no excuse. But it's so boring. And it's because we have social media and we don't want to fill our social media with preacher after pastor after prophet just going on and that be our entire social media. We don't want to listen to gospel music all day 24/7 every day, especially if you're a person that loves music. And some of us, it's hard to read the Bible, especially if we're reading from the King James Version, because we can't understand it. It's in this old time language, it's in old terms from back in the day, and we just have a hard time reading it. And we don't want to sit there and stand there and figure it out. If any of this sounds like anything that has been going on in your head, I got you. Let me give you some tips for this journey with Christ. If you open the Bible and you like, man, I really want to read today, Lord, let me open this Bible. You open it and you sit down to read. You got your equipment, you got your pens, you got your notebooks, you ready, right? You sit down and you reading and you just can't seem to grasp to understand that I'm reading it, but like, am I really reading it, right? When you're trying to understand the Bible, don't just read King James Version. Don't just read the English Standard Version. I need you to get out all 7 translations, okay? Okay? There's more than 7, but me personally, I use 7 versions. I use 7 different versions to compare the Bible. I use the Bible app. If I can't understand something, I look in the NLT version, I look in the NIV version, the NASB version, the New Standard American. Okay, anyway, the NASB version, the ESV version, like I said, the English Standard Version. What else? The ASV version, and there's plenty more. And then you can get any version that you like. I just personally like these few versions because some of these are more closer to the older language or have been renewed recently, and I trust them and I understand them better than any other version. So yeah. And if you're really struggling, if there's this one version, I'm gonna tell you right now, it may be embarrassing, but I have it. Go ahead, pull out that ICB version. Want to know what ICB stands for? The International Children's Bible. The International Children's Bible. I'm telling you, it can't get no simpler than that. If you're really struggling to understand, look at it in simple terms. If you're not sure that you even have the understanding, there is no shame in the International Children's Version. Come on, it's for everybody. Like if you just need some terms and you just need some clarity, I encourage you to download the International Children's Bible. It can't get any simpler than that. It's very easy to understand and you can't go wrong with it. Alright, so we got to go ahead and look at that one. That is my Bible terms. When you can't understand what you're reading, go to the Bible app and compare the different versions. And I'm sure you'll find some understanding somewhere. My favorite versions are the NLT versions, the NIV version, the English Standard Version, and the NASB version. So yeah, you find what you like and what you can understand and what you can interpret, and you stay there and you continue with it. Yeah. All right, that's one down. All right. Now we're getting down to the music. All right, so if you think just listening to gospel music all day, every day, the only thing you listen to is boring, like you can't take it, man, I got you. First off, You don't have to do that. You don't have to listen to gospel music 24/7. You don't. That doesn't have to be the only music that you listen to. And if you don't want to listen to gospel music at all, that's kind of a problem. I'm gonna give you my personal favorites. I love Kirk Franklin. I love Tye Tribbett. I love Mary Mary. I love A Blaze Choir. I even love the Mississippi Mass Choir. Come on now, if you like that, then get into it. But if you don't, then that's okay. If you've had enough of gospel music for the day, listen to your people. Listen to the genres that you like. Just make sure that God approves. And by that, I mean, no curse, no bad language, no adulterated language, as people say, adulterated language. I'm personally a New Jack Swing girl, so I love me anything that Teddy Riley produces. I love me some New Edition. I love me some Babyface. I love me some Mariah Carey. I love R&B, I love pop, I love everything. But then just make sure God approves of it. It doesn't necessarily have to be gospel. But yeah. And I love me some Lecrae too. Yeah. And some Jackie Hill Perry. Yes. Man, just tap into it, explore, and you'll find what you're looking for. You'll find what fits and what's best for you. You got it. All right, and my last tip for you is to change your media consumption. All right, so if you know your social media is popping off with everything that we're not supposed to be watching, then go ahead and change your media consumption. All right, by this I mean you can still have fun. You can still have your funny videos, your comedy videos, anything that makes your heart go puff. You can have all of that on your social media. Make sure you have people who encourage you to walk in the spirit as well. Surround yourself with what I like to call holy social media. You got holy social media, and then you have the things that you like. You got the things that you want to do in your career, your hobbies, anything that you love. Surround yourself with people who do that. Do that. Put that on social media. Put other things that make you laugh. Purely, of course, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, and if you don't have any social media influencers that are in the spirit and who encourages all their viewers to walk by faith, then I have some for you. Okay, so my personal favorites are the Perrys. I know you just heard me mention Jackie Hill Perry. I love the Perrys, Preston Perry, Jackie Hill Perry. Love them YouTube, Instagram, anything. I love their podcasts, everything. I like Emmy Moore. I love her Save Not Soft podcast. You can find that on YouTube. I'm not sure where else you can find it, but I believe she has it recorded other places. But anyways, just check out Emmy Moore. She has an Instagram. Check her out. I love Andrew Bradley. He's a very great Christian influencer. I love Johnny Sings. He does music. I love Black Church Talk. Come on, you can still get your funny in. I love Headline Hoov's page. He gives a lot of great advice. He gives a lot of great words. He delivers the messages. Now he does. I believe he's had a podcast. He is a jack of all trades. He's done many things, and you can find a little bit of everything on his page. Yeah. And lastly, I love Malik Brookins. He does incredible. I love his podcast. His page is very, very, very interesting and inspiring to me as a Christian. So these are just a few people who can just help you along with your walk with Jesus. These are people who can make up your entertainment if you're trying to replace your entertainment right now. And these are people who inspire others to walk with Jesus, and they encourage you to not waver with your faith. And they are just great influencers to be surrounded with. I don't even know if they like the terms influencers. I'm sorry if you don't, but they are great influencers to be surrounded with. So yes, that is my media consumption. And you can surround yourself with media that is fun, but make sure that you have the right terminology and definition for fun. Some people think that fun is alcohol, weed, partying, everything else. You have to redefine what fun is if you want to walk on this walk with Christ. You want to know what my definition of fun is? I love me some Netflix. I love to sip my tea. The real tea, not the gossip tea. Not the whispering or about somebody else who is in the other room with you or all the way across town from you. No, I love the authentic, the real herbal tea. Okay. While I watch my movies. I love going out with my friends to football games, to events. Let's go skating. I ain't been skating forever, but you know, I love sports events. I love volleyball, I love basketball, I love football. All of those things, you find what works for you, what makes you happy. I personally love music, so I love going out to support other new artists that are coming, or whether they're already pre-found artists and they're just performing. I love to support. So yeah, those are just some things that I like to call fun. But whatever you like to do, make sure that it works for you and God. You know, and once you see what your fun is, and surround yourself in it, surround your social media in it, and yeah. All right, and I have one more thing for you today. The Bible says, but even if I am being poured out like a drink offering on the sacrifice and service coming from your faith, I am glad and rejoice with all of you. So you too should be glad and rejoice with me. And the Lord sacrificed so much for us. And He sees everything that we are doing and sacrificing for Him. And we shall rejoice in all that sacrifice that we are putting out. I know that following the Lord hard, you will be persecuted. You will be shamed. You will be all of these things. But hey, it's the gift that we get at the end that is worth the ultimate sacrifice. So stick with it. I know it's a lot, but you got it. Keep God